and respected their colleagues. It has been said that without knowing basics, one cannot become a good surgeon or a gynecologist. Actually, this is true not only in our stream but in every course. I am hereby very much privileged and lucky to be part of this course during this last 15 days. We have definitely learned a lot. There were a number of things which actually we didn't know. What are the basics? That was the main point which I felt that was the best thing in this course. The lectures, the presentations, as well as the cooperation of our colleagues there, this was fantastic. Also, I would like to say that the staff in the World Laparoscopy Hospital was very good and cooperative in all respects. So, I wish all of you a very prosperous life, and let's hope all of us will do well in the branch of this laparoscopic surgery. Thank you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Charles Amwala. I'm a gynecologist from Nigeria. I first registered for this course 2 years ago in 2008, but for some reason of time I couldn't really come. And when I did make up my mind earlier this year that I was going to take the course, I remember my wife did ask me, usually it's worth the road away. She was actually going to go away immediately I get back to Nigeria. And I thought about it. I said, at that time, I said yes because I was a bit upset that she keeps traveling and I'm the one who does the babysitting. But after this course now, looking back, I would say I can honestly and sincerely tell her that yes, it was worth everything. A number of things struck me in this course. One, it is well organized. The principles are very sound, very good basic principles. The presentations are expert, very lucid, as good as everything I've gotten in every conference that I've been to in other parts of the world. And it was very practical. That is what struck me. I have read a lot of laparoscopy books before coming to the course, but most of the things I heard here I never really saw anyone with that. The transition from principles to practice is also excellent. That's usually the problem that we get many times. You read textbooks, but then when you go to practicalize them, you see that there is a gap. How do I go from here to here? But that seemed to have merged very smoothly and seamlessly, and I was really impressed by that. About Prof. Mishra himself, I would say he's a very amiable fellow, very approachable, down to earth. He's wonderful and he's tireless. He was mentioning a couple of days ago that we could log on to the member area about 11:12 in the night and chat with him, and I was like, oh my goodness, after all this time I start over again. That's madness. But I think when the history of laparoscopy is going to be written in the future, I think we shouldn't forget to say that one of the persons that have had the most effect in disseminating laparoscopic knowledge should be given to him. I think he deserves that title. To the crew of laparoscopic hospitals, I think they've been very wonderful, very selfless, very helpful. I really had a good time, even with all the difficulty. Every day I make a call to my little boys, and I feel very drawn to tears each time I get on the phone. But then I look back and I say, you know what, boys, it's been worth it. We've had a wonderful time like this, and I feel it really was worth it. So keep up the good work, sir, and more grace to you.
Actually, because about Dr. Mishra's teaching, no word can describe. His teaching is so simple and informative that one example I want to emphasize here also about telling about energy sources. details about that bipolar and unipolar. Never I forget in my life. Bipolar is like a married person and unipolar is like a bachelor. Whenever I go to my bed, I'll always be remembering that. Never I can forget this. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I wish all my colleagues a very good luck and me also to perform more.
Good evening, everybody. I am Dr. Safina from Kerala, and I came to know about this institution from a surgeon. Actually, I was doing laparoscopic surgery since the last 8 years, but now already the fundamentals are clear to me, and I am sure that I can perform much better. And I am very thankful to Dr. Mishra, and I wish you all good luck. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Dr. Alimi Zeba, and I'm working as a senior medical officer of Gynae in hospital of NTPC. I want to say thank you to Professor R.K. Mishra to give us the knowledge of this laparoscopy. I was previously working on laparoscopy, but I was not much familiar about the insufflator, the camera, the telescope, but now I am quite familiar with these devices. And I also want to thank you all the staff working at Laparoscopy Hospital. They are really doing their job very good. They are doing very good job, and they are very helpful. And now I had added some new friends in my friends list, not from my own country but also from other countries, and I just want to say thank you, sir. The teachers.
Respected Professor, dear colleagues, my name is Dr. Lina Chkotaitė-Chausi. I am coming from Lithuania. It's a small country in north part of Europe, very cold country, and I'm glad that I have spent such a wonderful time here in Delhi, and few words, very warm words I want to tell about Professor Mishra. My colleagues usually for training they are going to Germany or France. I'm absolutely beginner from zero, and I was asking many of them where should I go to start, and none of them they were recommending neither Germany, neither France, neither Spain, neither States. I was recommended to go to Delhi, because in Delhi they were telling me there is some professor who is making miracles from doctors like you. Dr. Mishra, you are not only wonderful doctor, you are not only wonderful professor, you are not one of those who have written so many books to explain everything about laparoscopy. Dr. Mishra, you have God's gift to be a teacher. Thanks to you, I am coming back home. I am sure I will start with my dream to do laparoscopy. Thank you so much.
Good evening, I'm Dr. Delien van der Merwe from South Africa. I work in the military hospital over there. And I just want to thank the people of the course, Prof. Mishra and the staff for this course. I really enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to the next 2 weeks.
Good evening, my name is Dr. Magdalena Popova. I'm speaking from my name and from my colleague's name, Dr. Veleva. We are from Bulgaria. We are working in the university hospital there. So we came here just for the basics. We thought we wouldn't handle with anything, but we, I think, received much more. You're really a great teacher, and as I said today, everybody can read everywhere. There is a lot of information, but that's not the question. The question is how you can explain it. I think this is one of the best parts of the course. And the other thing, which I want to say very much, is that you've got a great team. Rakesh, Rajiv, Pablo, and all the others, they're really great people, and they made the hospital like home for us, and a really nice place. So thank you very much.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Dr. Imad Kamaldeen. I came from Lebanon. Lebanon is a small country in the Middle East. I finished my medical degree and my specialty in general surgery in Damascus University at November 2009. And since then I'm working in Beirut in a very well-known hospital and I'm assisting in all laparoscopic surgeries. I enjoyed being in this course because my dream is to continue my fellowship in laparoscopic surgery, and I found myself directly when I searched and I looked on the net, on the website, that directly I went to India, because since I put Laparoscopy Hospital or fellowship in laparoscopy or training in laparoscopy after specialty, the first maybe 10 or 15 sites were all talking about Dr. Mishra and World Laparoscopy Hospital. So I spoke with a lot of my teachers and profs, and they all pushed me to come here to continue. And it may be my first step after the specialty. And maybe I'm here now for fellowship, and unfortunately I can't continue my diploma because of my work. But for sure I will come, and I will advise also my friends. And thank you, Dr. Mishra. Thank you for all your efforts and for all your stuff. I enjoyed India. It's my first time to India. I enjoyed really having a lot of friends from all over the world, and this is exactly the World Laparoscopy Hospital. Thank you very much.
Hello everybody, I'm Sam Saleh from Syria. I came to India, and I have two benefits that I knew now, that it is in India, kind people and a genius teacher. Thank you, Dr. Mishra. Thank you, India.
Good evening. I am Rahmatullah Al-Amin from Sudan, working in Saudi Arabia. One day I'm searching for a video for TAP area, and fortunately this led me to World Laparoscopy Hospital. So I went through the website. I discovered a lot of information from that website, and from that day I planned to join course in my annual leave. So I came. Surprisingly, I found it more than my expectations. I gained a lot of information, a lot of theory, a lot of knowledge. I was practicing laparoscopic surgery, but just like a mechanic in the industrial zone, just to see how they will do it. But now, fortunately, we learn the technique, we learn the principles of plastic surgery, a lot of valuable information. Really, I'm very grateful to Professor Mishra and to the staff also with us and all members of the hospital. I am very grateful, I am very happy, and I will join in the next year or near a year after for the diploma course. So, because I found it fruitful, and also I will encourage my other fellows to come and do this very essential practice in laparoscopic surgery. Thank you very much. Thanks everyone.
Good evening all. My name is Pius Adeojo from Nigeria. I work in a new university teaching hospital in southwest Nigeria. I just want to say, I don't want to repeat what others have been saying, but just to say that it is not only about laparoscopy, but it's about Dr. R.K. Mishra. When you see somebody, a teacher, who is ready to mentor you into proficiency, I think there are not so many, there are few. And I think India is lucky to have this man here, and I think more of him should be cloned so that we can have more people mentoring young doctors. I thank you, Dr. Mishra. I will take the attribute that I've learned from you back to my country. I'll still continue with my diploma, and I hope to still come back for masters. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Dr. Dodi Manuel from Nigeria. Actually, a friend of mine who came for this course last year told me about World Laparoscopic Hospital and the teaching here. He had wonderful things to say about Professor Mishra, but as I came, I have seen more than I heard. And I want to thank you, Professor Mishra. You are not just a wonderful teacher, you are an institution itself. And I have never been exposed to laparoscopic surgery before. I have never seen one. This is my first exposure, and you have made it look very simple. Today, when I go back to my country, I have the confidence to even start laparoscopic surgery. And I want to say we'll keep communicating, and sometime I would like to invite you to Nigeria. Thank you very much. I also want to express my gratitude to the staff at the hospital. I want to say they are wonderful, they are well trained, they know what to do at every point in time. And I also want to say, for this period of time, my major challenge in India has been food. And I'm sure everybody will notice when we go to eat, the first thing I do, I'll just go and see what is being said. If it's not something I'm used to, I'll quickly leave. If it's something I'm used to, I'll stay and take maybe rice and chicken. But be that as it may, I think I have enjoyed the variety, and I would like to come back some other time. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Dr. Imran Ademala Abdulatif. I'm a Nigerian, presently working in Saudi Arabia. Tonight I can confidently tell you I'm a gynecologist. Because prior to my coming to World Laparoscopy Hospital, I had this feeling of incompleteness in me. I mean, as a professional, as a gynecologist, because as a gynecologist, when you cannot, you don't know much about laparoscopy. I mean, you can't parade yourself as a gynecologist. I've made attempts in the past to correct this. Last year, I was in India, in western part of India. I won't mention the hospital, for 2 weeks, just to acquire the knowledge. But I was not fulfilled because I was just there like an observer, because they don't have any training structure on ground, and I left unfulfilled. But I must say that now I can confidently handle laparoscope, hysteroscope. All these I have Professor Mishra to thank. You see, your stepwise approach that I'll talk about, or your humility, the way I'm related to so many professors, and I know the kind of pride they have. There was nothing like that in you, and that's a lesson to me as well. And I have to thank all your staff. They are wonderful. Everybody, they have been so supportive. All that I've been able to learn, they have been equally very helpful. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'll go back, and by the grace of God, all that you've taught us, I'll put them into use. And to my colleagues, I thank everybody. I know we meet to part, we part to meet. I always believe we'll meet somewhere else again. I wish everybody best of luck in our careers. Thank you so much.
Good evening, honorable ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, my colleagues. My name is Charles Nagy. I'm a consultant gynecologist from Royal Preston in the UK. I know you've said a lot about Professor Mishra, but there's no word actually to give him the full credit of what he's doing. And the only way to describe him, he's a man on a mission. And his mission is to spread the teaching of laparoscopy across the world. I mean, I'd just like to contemplate on two aspects of his personality. As a person, he is really great. He's really very humble to his level of experience and knowledge. And he's very approachable. I mean, he's worked in England. He knows that some consultants will put you off learning altogether, actually. But he's the other way around. He's completely approachable. He will make the teaching really easy for his students. And make the very difficult specialty possible to everyone with moderate skills, to be honest. As a surgeon, I mean, he's beyond the description, really. Across the world, he's a very well-known, skilled laparoscopic surgeon, and I would like to express my sincere gratitude to him as a mentor, as a surgeon, as a really good person who gives us all actually example He's a lead by example in every aspect of personality and as a skilled surgeon. I really enjoyed staying in India for training under his supervision. I'm honored actually to work under his supervision. The message I'll take home with me back to England is that I'll advise all my juniors that this is the right way to start your laparoscopic training. Because, I mean, to be honest, the knowledge is there on the internet, in books, everywhere. But I have never met a person who's dedicated really to the specialty as Professor Misra. And that's what makes him really the lead in this specialty across the world. This is not exaggeration. He's really one of the very few talented genius teachers that I've ever met in my life. So I'd like to thank him personally and to his institute for leading the way of laparoscopic teaching all over the world. Thank you very much, sir. And I'd also like to thank my wife and my little one who supported me to come all the way from England and taking all this boredom of me being away all the time. But it was worthwhile, really. I'm really happy to come all the way to here at this level of my seniority to learn from Professor Misra. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to your efforts and your institute. Thank you.
I'm Dr. Yahya Zahrani from Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Riyadh Military Hospital, Department of Ops and Gynae. Exactly, we've got a lot of information in this course, especially basics. We have done a lot of operations with our professors and doctors, but we are doing these operations while we don't know what's behind. Hopefully we'll get more and more in diploma period. Thanks to Prof. Mishra and thanks to all staff. Thanks to all of my colleagues. See you again.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Mahesh Naidu. I'm from South Africa. I'm a general surgeon in private practice, and I've had a fair amount of experience with laparoscopic surgery, but I've never really had any formal training, and I've been to various courses throughout the world, and I have to say this has got to be the best course that I've ever attended in terms of teaching absolute basics. A lot of my surgery I've learned from professors or senior doctors who have come into theatre with me to teach me a particular procedure, and you know, they proceed with the operation, but they can't really explain why they're doing it in this particular manner. And this is where Prof. Mishra is absolutely excellent. He's, for example, the baseball diamond concept makes so much of sense, and although these surgeons that have taught me in the past probably used a similar concept to place their ports, no one could explain it as simply and as eloquently as Prof. Mishra. So I'd want to thank him not just for that, but for all parts of this course. I'm doing only the fellowship for now, but I wish to come back and do the diploma later on. I unfortunately can't take too much of time off work. And in terms of staying in Delhi, it's been a very great experience. I'm a pure vegetarian, so I've absolutely enjoyed the food, because every restaurant, including McDonald's, has a separate vegetarian menu, so I've really appreciated that. And to the hospital staff and everyone at the hospital, it's really been excellent. Everyone has done an excellent job, and I've really enjoyed every day of my stay here. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everybody. I am Dr. Khalid Sharahi from Saudi Arabia. I'm still resident R3 in National Guard Hospital. When I asked my friend, I came before here, what about the course? Always I came to ask, how is the course? All of the people advised me to come here. Dr. Mishra, he visited us twice. I tried to saw him, but I cannot that time. I learned a lot in this particular time. I gained a lot of skills, knowledge. Actually, we learn a lot. The good thing, I learned from Dr. Mishra, you have to start early in laparoscopic. So even if I still resident, I have to learn. As Prof he said before, without suturing, no future. The other thing, I want to thank for every people in Laparoscopic Hospital, Mr. Rangel, he is helpful all the time. Thank you, Prof. Thank you so much. We give you a hard time. Sorry for that. Thank you for all my colleagues. See you inshallah again.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Royanto from Jakarta, Indonesia. Same with my friend Dr. Harun. Before we come to this course, we just have little knowledge about basic laparoscopy. We just see doing by copying our teacher. After this course, we have learning a lot of so much about especially about ergonomic level of elbow. Yeah, it's very useful. Thank you for coming.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Dr. Imam Joko Mulyawan. I'm from Indonesia. I'm gynecologist. Actually, I've joined basic laparoscopy in my country, but in my country, it's basic to get the joint laparoscopy training in basic is only for 3 days. Yeah, it's no, I'm not satisfied for this. And then I'm looking about 1 year ago. I tried to get laparoscopy training in the internet, and then I found the Laparoscopic Hospital. So I tried to ask my friend in Jakarta, because I live in the other side in Java Island in Surabaya. So this year we came to India. This is the first time for us came to India. During the training, I got a lot of knowledge, and I want to say to Dr. Mishra that your explanation is very good, and right now I understand what you say and what you explain than before, and in the future I'm more confident to do the laparoscopy. Okay, thank you very much.
Good evening all, honorable to Professor Mishra and our guests in front of us. I am Dr. Muhammad Yusuf from Indonesia. My city is named Pekanbaru, one of province in Indonesia. And yes, I'm doing a laparoscopy before this, but after very impression and very surprise lecture from professors, make I know what mistake from previous I done, and also many knowledge step, also tip how to do or how to perform laparoscopy better. And my take home message, I think there are two things. One is I'll keep confident after this to perform laparoscopy, because I know what I have done about mistake from myself. And the second thing is I have followed many training in my country, but no one same like this. This is very incredible lecture and also training that I must improve later in training method in my country. I think it is, if possible, it may be possible if Dr. Mitra give me opportunity to study more longer here. Maybe I'll come back and to take my master here. It's possible. Please give me the opportunity. Okay, thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like really to thank Prof. Mishra for his effort for us. He gave us a lot about laparoscopy. When I came here, I thought that laparoscopy shouldn't be a specialty. It should be practiced for every general surgeon. But really, he convinced me that it is the future. I really thank him for his tolerance and his effort with us, and wish to see him again in Saudi Arabia. Thank you so much.